and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. We're back with FC Cincinnati, and today we have what are the two most important games that we've ever played with FC Cincinnati. I know last year that we were in the MLS playoffs, and those games were very important, but this is for some Major League hardware, some Major League silverware, I guess, as they call it. It is the North American Champions League final versus Tigres. The winner of this gets to go on to the World Club Championship, something I've only done once in all of Football Manager. So this would be a huge accomplishment for me, a huge accomplishment for FC Cincinnati. I think, the city of Cincinnati would go crazy if we won the North American Champions League. But, of course, we have a Mexican League team to get past, and one of the biggest and best Mexican League teams, Tigres. Take a look at these fellas. As you can see, lots of star power on the bench there. Take a look at their history. Look at that. 8 First Division championships, 3 Mexican Cups, Interliga, Mexican Champions Trophy, Superliga, Mexican Promotional League, Second Division, Champions Cup. So they have a lot of hardware. They are a venerable club, and it's going to be very difficult for us to get past these guys. Let's take a look at their senior squad. What do they got going on? Interesting formation here. 4-4-1-1. A bit conservative. They do have some injuries. Looks like 3 guys injured. Well, one of them's unregistered. Delgado is unregistered. They got some interesting holes in the lineup, at least their last game. They played a lot of 2-star guys. This looks more like our roster. It doesn't even look as good as the Cruz Azul roster, but when you scan down the roster, you can see they've been sandbagging a little bit. They got this guy, Rafael, on the bench. Let's see who else they got on the bench. Torres Nilo on the bench looks pretty good. Aquino looks pretty good. So they got some guys they can bring in and definitely bolster this attack. Now they have several guys on the bench who are injured, who are unregistered. So it's going to be interesting to see who's actually in their lineup. So without further ado, let's get to the match preview. We are 6-4 favorites. That is strange. Although we are playing at home, Nippert Stadium. This is a place that's been kind of a bastion for us this year. We have been crushing people, including in the Champions League. We crushed Cruz Azul here in front of a sellout, and looks like we got another sellout here today. 39,283 tickets sold out of a 40,000 capacity. So by the time game time comes around, we'll have a full capacity crowd. That's outstanding. Jose Alfredo is the referee today. 17 yellow cards, an average of 1.1 per match. That's fine. We can deal with that, no problem. Head coach Tuca Ferretti is who we're going up against. He's got some eccentricity. The goalkeepers on the team are far from eccentric. Okay, that's interesting. Let's take a look at old Tuca here. He looks pretty good. I'll tell you what. He's a tactical coach, good at defending. That's probably why they have a bit of a defensive stance. Although his preferred formation is the 4-2-3-1. Second preferred is the 4-4-2. So I don't know why his formation is what it is right now, but maybe that's just what they were doing in the league, and they're going to do something different against us. We'll see. But Tuca looks like a pretty good coach, disciplinarian, good determination and adaptability, good tactical knowledge. So, he's going to be a difficult opponent on the other side of the field. So we've had some, injuries and such of our own. Most notably, Adi is out. He didn't pass the fitness test this week, so he's gonna be out of there. But other than that, we got a pretty familiar lineup. Although we shouldn't have played last week. We played against Toronto. We killed Toronto 5-1 with the starting lineup, but we got some guys a little tired, so I probably shouldn't have done that. I thought we had 3 days rest. That should have been enough, but we're a little tired. But anyway, we're going to move on with Stefan in goal. Nuhu and Aguirre at the fullbacks. Wilson and Glad have solidified themselves in central defense these days. Philippe, Akechi in the midfield. DeVries, Acosta. Kiri Shelton moves in at the right wing. We're going to give him a shot out there. Przybylko up top. See if he can, perform. He hasn't really performed that well this year, which is fine because we didn't pay anything for him. We're only giving him like a $70,000, $80,000 contract, so that's not much, but he should be doing much better. He just isn't for whatever reason. All right, looks like they've got Guzman in goal, Torres, Ayala, Nervo, Jara on defense, Aquino, Duenas, Rafael, Quinones. I recognize this guy. 23-year-old Colombian, Julian, career stats, played for Tigres. I think I've played against this guy before. That's probably why I recognize him. But look at this. 36 appearances, 16 goals, 4 assists, 7.11 rating as a winger. That's pretty good. He's leading goal scorer. And then Zelarian and Valencia up top. What's Valencia look like? 30-year-old Ecuadorian. Looks like he's mostly a winger, but yeah, he can play advanced forward. Finishing, probably like 13. Composure, probably 10. Pace, 13 or 14 maybe. So he's not that dangerous. I think we got a chance against Tigres. Let's go. Let's pep talk. Let's go out there and give these fans their money's worth. No, nobody cares about that. All right, let's go. Cincinnati can book a spot in the World Club Championship competition proper with a win here. Are you confident? Putting ourselves in the best possible position already. Fernando Adi is out. Yeah, he's injured. He's being rested. Privileged squad with depth. Doesn't look sharp in training. I guess yeah, sure. Look at that crowd. There we are. Full house, packed to the gills. Let's go. Cincinnati. Let's get out here and win a championship. Now, if we could go up 5-0 like we did against Cruz, that would be outstanding. Tigres is playing some tired boys out there as well. Aquino, 78%, 30 years old. Nobody on our side is that tired. Akechi is our most tired boy with 85%. 9 minutes. I think this is going to be a bit of a defensive game. Here's the first highlight, though. Nuhu with the throw-in. Gets it to Acosta. Acosta running inside across the field. Aguirre, who's moved up, gets it forward to Kiri Shelton. Gets it stolen. Glad, though, recovers it to Philippe. Let's see what we can do with it. Akechi forward. Acosta getting double covered there, but Philippe is open. He's got a man making a run, but he looks offside at the moment. Going to leave it to Akechi. Gets it forward. There's Aguirre again on the overlap. He sends one all the way across the field. DeVries has to get there. He's going to take it himself. Nope, drop it back to Nuhu. So we're definitely holding possession here, building up play. See if we can make something happen. Here's Akechi. Yep, that was interesting. I don't know about that. A little scoop shot from like 35 yards. Sort of lost patience there. Could have used with, a bit of patience. Here's DeVries on a corner. Sends one in. Wilson with the header just wide. That was dangerous, but to no avail. Tigres has the possession right now, 54%. Only one shot, though. So it looks like this is definitely a midfield possession-style game. Both teams are just trying to hold on to the ball, I guess. Getting shots on goal, but they're coming from too far out. That's fine. Tigres finally gets a shot on goal. 30 minutes down already. We do have a second leg to play. That's why I'm not on extended highlights. But this is kind of nerve-wracking just sitting here watching the stats. I would like to see the game a little bit. Acosta's picked up an injury, a tight calf. That's no good. Let him nurse that until halftime. Then we're going to have to bring Crispum in off the bench, which isn't, I mean, it's not a downgrade, really. But it does hurt our depth a little bit. So Costa's moved himself back up to 75% fit. So let's go to the tactics screen and look at this injury here. If we can. Can we? There we go. Potential lower leg injury. Now, he's worked himself back up to 75% fit. Overall risk of injury high. If we take him out now, lower his risk of injury a little bit. You know, we do still need him for the second leg. You know, we've got Crispum on the bench. I'm going to bring him in there. I've got a bunch of wingers on the bench today. I got Wadey and Strong both on the bench just in case we need them, because Kiri Shelton is also a little bit iffy out there on the right wing in terms of injuries. We also have Richie Salvador that we can bring in for Akechi, because Akechi's a little bit tired. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to make any of those substitutions, because those guys are definitely not our top guys. But sort of, we got to do what we got to do sometimes. So let's get to the dressing room. Acosta out. That's kind of a major blow, but we can mitigate that a little bit with Crispum. All right. They didn't like giving it, give the fans their money's worth. So how about we give it everything you've got tonight? We deserve to win this match. No. I was too calm. I should have been excited. I should have been, like, passionate. I think the guys could have used with a passionate, rousing speech. The other thing we could try to do is we could try to hit crosses to Przybylko. You know, we could go to our tactics here. Hit early crosses. Yeah, mixed crosses. Here's a highlight. Okay, they're going to get a corner out of this. Okay, they're going to get a corner. There we go. Here's our new defensive play. Sending it in. It's headed. Get out of here. Get the ball. Thank you, DeVries. Thank you. There's Przybylko, making his presence felt a little bit. Dropping it back to Nuhu. Let's start the attack. Przybylko, get downfield, buddy. It's hard to hit early crosses when you are not in the game. You're sitting at midfield. Encourage our players to play a short passing play. So the hit early crosses thing maybe isn't going to do it for us. 58. 60. The clock is just rolling now. Here we go. Throw in. Nuhu. Intercepted at midfield by Tigres. Zalarian gets it forward. Valencia. They're looking to make a play on the back line. Aquino gets it to Duenas. He's wide open. Valencia. No! He was wide open. Just completely unmarked. That gets them their away goal. Now they can just shut it down. I mean, look at him. Completely unmarked. Enter Valencia. Okay, so we're going to have to do that. Yeah. Confirm changes. We're going to have to get rid of that crossing. We need a goal. We can't go to their place down 1-0. But I also don't want to get crazy and go down 2-0. Vince. Okay, we'll mark him. Here we go. Zalarian sends one in. Quinones. It's sort of a weak header. Crispum gets it out of there. Okay, are there any subs I can make? Akechi's not looking good. He is playing motivated, though. Is anybody playing poorly? Kiri Shelton at right wing. And we could bring in Tony Strong, I suppose. Not a great option. Let's just yell at him instead. Shouts. Show some passion. How about that? Show some friggin' passion. Here we go. DeVries with a free kick. Sends one in. Justin Glad. Yes. That's the passion we were looking for. There it is. He heads over to the Tigres fans. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wrong corner, my man. Wrong corner. I know you don't score many goals as a central defender, but you got to know where the fans are at. That was a great header. And Glad isn't really our high riser on defense. He just sort of... he does have 14 heading, but only 13 jumping reach. So he's not a great defender. Look at that. He is up to 3.5 stars, though. Just this playing time that he's got this year has been, just really good for his development. So I feel a little bit better 1-1. I'd like to get 2-1. That's a possibility. 89 minutes. Going to bring in Alashi for a catchy. And that's it. That's it. Three minutes to go. 30 seconds overdue. Aguirre heads it out with a diving header, and there we go. Okay. Interesting match. 1-1. Going into the second leg. Dressing room. Pep talk. I'm happy with that performance. So, Costa's not too thrilled with that. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. He wanted to win. So 1-1 isn't terrible. They did get the away goal, though, so they can still sit on it if they want to. Tigres seems to be a team that's pretty good at sitting on the ball. As you can see, that game had like 3 total highlights. So it's going to be an interesting second leg at their place. We'll see if they open it up a little bit. So we're going to pause it here, come back for that, and then hopefully win us a championship. So hang on. Pause. Okay, we're back. It's been sort of a long week. Some things have happened, some injuries, some games have been played. Let's take a look at what's happened. First of all, for Cincinnati, that's not really what I wanted. I wanted the schedule. So we played a game against Columbus. We lost 2-0. Not a good game. Played every reserve possible. Zendejas in goal. Chris Clute in there. Chris Clute got injured a little bit. Not so good. Richards, Tilt, Stevenson at fullback. Akugo came in. He hasn't played much all year. We got him some work at defensive midfielder because we played the 4-1-2-3 DM wide. Sort of our defensive formation didn't work out very well. Got Alashi some work. Richie Salvador for his 6th start of the season. Sonora got in. Wadey, St. Duke, our new young man, got in there. He didn't play very well at all. Had a 6.4 rating. He was subbed out for Hembut, our draft pick. And we had to put in Aguirre because Clute got injured. We've had a few injuries this week, unfortunately. Take a look at the medical center. Akugo got injured in his like one start all season. Delgado has come back from injury, but unfortunately we don't have a roster spot for him. So we're going to have to wait until somebody else gets injured before we can bring Delgado back. Then I mentioned Chris Clute got injured. Of course, we saw Adi was injured. Some other people picked up some minor injuries along the way, but for the most part, starting lineup is healthy. So that's good, even though we're coming off that sort of disappointing loss. Now, in the press conference, they mentioned that Tigres also came off kind of a disappointing loss here. Let's take a look. Look at their schedule. Man, they play a lot of games down there. But look at that. 5-1 defeat in the first division closing stage quarterfinal first leg. Ugh. That's a lot. That's a mouthful right there. Yeah, 5-1 defeat. Guzman in goal. Ayala, Nilo. Looks like they played, they played a lot of their starters here. Not all of their starters, but they did play quite a few. Let's take a look at their tactics. Yeah, I mean, looks like this is going to be their lineup for the game. So it looks like everybody's healthy. So they played a bunch of backups in that game. Got beat 5-1. So that's unfortunate. I was hoping they would have played more starters against the last team, but we'll see. Anyway, they are 5-4 favorites in this game. It is at Estadio Universitario de Nuevo León. So New León. San Nicolas de la Garza. Boy, that's a lot of words that I don't understand. Anyway, 39,000 tickets sold out of 42,000 capacity, so it's fairly similar to our stadium. They could have a sellout. There'll be maybe 1,000 short of a sellout or so by the time game time, but you never know how many walk-up tickets they'll have. But anyway, they've got 13 players unregistered, got an injury. 3 players are doubtful. We have a Kugo doubtful and 9 players unregistered. So it's 73, and calm. Should be a beautiful, beautiful day down there to play some football. So here we go. We're sticking with the same formation and stuff. It's been working. Definitely not gonna play that 4-1-2-3 that we played against Cincinnati. That was terrible. So here we go. Basically the same lineup, if not totally the same lineup. Oh no, we got one change. So Stefan in goal, Nuhu, Aguirre, Wilson, Glad on defense, Philippe, Akechi, DeVries, Acosta, Kiri, Shelton on the right-hand side, and Adi is back. Adi's back up on top. His injury, he was only out for a couple of days. He's still he's mostly fit. Let's put it that way. He's good enough to play, so we're throwing him in there. They are changing things up a little bit. They are going with the 4-1-2-3 DM wide, so not that 4-4-1-1 that they played in the last game. Got Pizarro in at defensive midfielder. Guzman. Yeah. Yara. Valencia still up top. Quinones. So I don't remember their names, honestly, but it looks pretty familiar. Looks pretty much like the last lineup. Pep talk. Let's be passionate this time. I know we're the underdogs here. Go out there. We got nothing to lose. Show everyone what we're capable of. Okay. Fired up Danny Wilson, but that's about it. Let's check out the opposition instructions. Yeah. What is this symbol? Most red cards on the team. So we got a lot of guys on their squad with red cards. Okay. Kickoff. Here we go. Yeah, that's a pretty nice stadium they got there. Pretty much a full house. See if we can deal with the pressure of being away from home. Biggest game ever in FC Cincinnati history. Not that I want to make a huge deal out of it or anything. But let's see what we got. Here we go. Zalarian sends one in. Oh, that dude was totally offside. Nervo. Get out of here. Get out of here, Nervo. Offside. Come on. Ref. Let's see that replay. Look at him. He's offside. Offside. 1,000% offside. Was there somebody else who kept him onside? Was there somebody way down the baseline who kept him onside? That's no good. They're up a goal early. Here's a highlight. I think we're going to have to put the pressure on these boys. Here's Pizarro getting it forward. Intercepted by Wilson. Here we go. Counterattack. Nope. Couldn't get it to Adi. Just messing around with it, apparently. Out wide, there's a steal. DeVries down the sideline. There should be plenty of space to go. Tackled by Yara. Here's Valencia onside. Sends it wide. No, that's not what I want. Get out of here. I hate that. Team instructions. Out of possession. Tighter marking. Let's get stuck in, boys. Let's get stuck in. Should tell our players to try a more direct approach when moving the ball around. Okay. Okay, Philippe is anxious. 20 minutes. Clock is rolling. Come on, boys. Let's do something here. We're nervous. Free kick. Stefan with an easy stop. Let's pick it up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's start a highlight. Come on. No. No. Second half, we might have to go to extended highlights just so I can see what's happening. Actually, I might do it now. Just because, like, I can't see anything. I can't make any adjustments. I know a lot of people like 2D, and they use 2D to make adjustments, but I really hate 2D. To be honest with you, it's like playing a game from 1989, you know? When you're looking at 2D, it's pretty bad. Quinones, good stop by Stefan. I mean, not that I have anything against games from 1989, but, you know, that was a long time ago. Graphics have changed a little bit. Foul. Valencia, come on. Can't just trip our goalkeeper like that. Should have been a red card. All right, here we go. Here's a real highlight. Guzman. Bomb one downfield. Valencia, again, heads it on. Nuhu. Let's get back in position, boys. Glad drops it back to Stefan. Bombs it downfield. Oof. Come on, boys. Let's do something. Aguirre wins the header. Can't get it to our midfield. Philippe, good tackle. Aguirre bangs it downfield. Can't get it to Adi. Midfielder can't win it. Duenas, he's got Valencia wide open. Get the tackle. Good defense. We can't get the ball to our midfield. We can't start any attacks. That is disturbing. Both teams are threatening from long range. You know, that's fine. All right, 44 minutes. So, I mean, we just need a goal. We're not that far behind. We just need a goal. Tactics. All right, so we're going to get this out of here again. I don't know about working the ball in the box. Have Adi in the game. Let's go for floating crosses. I don't know. That's our one, like, major tactical change, I suppose. Let's be passionate. Show me what you're all about in the second half. Okay. Wilson was relaxed, so we've got Wilson's ear this game. I guess that's good. Costa, Akechi, Wilson. Turnover at midfield. This game is nothing but turnovers at midfield. We've got 46% possession. $20 fouls. Let's get stuck in out of there. That's a lot of fouls. That's a lot of free kicks we're giving him. Here's a throw in for Tigres. Yara to Pizarro. Looking to get a shot off. There's a turnover. Come on, go get the ball. Somebody go get the ball. No, Torres gathers it in. And Tigres is going to restart their attack. Yara. Quinones. Yara taking a run down the sideline. He's got nobody in the middle. Good interception by Glad. Then again, we can't get the ball to our midfield. Duenas outside to Yara again, who's getting forward. He sends one in Valencia. Oh, the header goes wide. That could have won them the series right there. Team instructions. In transition. Distribute to the flanks, maybe. Or distribute to target man? Okay, let's try distributing to the target man. Maybe he can win some balls. 60 minutes. Just going down the field. Nothing's happening. Adi, 6.3. Acosta, 6.5. Our two best players. Shouts. Okay, here we go. Throw in. Throw in. Nuhu sends it to De Vries. Gets it to Akechi. We're still in our own half, unfortunately. Costa. Gets it. That's a terrible pass. Where was that going? Acosta. Zalarian gets it forward. Come on, boys. Okay, let's pay attention, goalkeeper. Let's pay attention. Come on. He just let that one hit the crossbar. Didn't even go for it. Nothing. All right. Bringing in Crispum for Acosta. I'm sorry. Acosta just not doing it for us. He's not playing well. Here we go. Akechi. Free kick. Around the wall. Nope. Can't get it around the wall, but we're going to get a throw in. Let's go. We're on their half. No highlight. Shouts. Demand more. Come on. Let's go. We just need one goal. 74-minute. Philippe gets a yellow card. We're focused after that team talk. Come on. Philippe has been booked. No, we don't really want to do that. He's anxious. 78 minutes. Okay, team instructions. Let's get that out of there. Out of possession. Gonna have to push higher up the field. Stuck in, use offside trap. I mean, this is how we lose, like, this is how we lose 4-1. But at 78 minutes and counting, like, we need to do something. We need to get forward, and we need to pressure these boys. 81 minutes. Now the time is just rolling by. Here we go. De Vries. Corner. Sends it in. Glad is there. Come on. That could have been our one big chance. Crispum is injured. No, we can't. We can't have that. We can't have that. Okay, so we're going to have to move Akechi up. And bring in it's either Alashe or Richie Salvador. Do we bring in the young 18-year-old who's a little bit better offensively? Then Fatai Alashe, the veteran. He's a better defensive player, that's for sure. 9 vision, 11 passing. No, we're going to bring in Salvador. Bringing in the young kid. See what he can do. Let's go, Richie. Here's a catchy with the free kick. Off the wall. Adi to Shelton. Oh, boy, that was another chance. 90 minutes, 4 minutes of stoppage time. Shouts. Push forward. 1 minute to go. Here we go. DeVries on the corner. Sends it in. Headed out to Richie Salvador. Wow, that was a quick whistle. That was a quick whistle, and there we go. Tigres, again, wins the North American Champions League. And another season goes by without an MLS club winning the North American Champions League. It's never been done. And it may never, ever get done. So deflating. I mean, we're close. We're very close. Just couldn't score on them. Could not score on them. It's the same sort of problem we have against Atlanta United. When they decide to play defensive, you know, we can't get past them. So we got to figure out something. It's probably our striker. That's the issue. You know, going with one striker, maybe we can't get by him with one striker. I don't know. But when our best players don't play that well and have to get subbed out, that's an issue. So Cincinnati defeated in the final. Crispum injured for 3 to 4 weeks. Well, that solves that problem, doesn't it? Acosta is going to be in. I don't want to talk about that. All right. We received $300,000 after losing against Tigres. The board is delighted that we reached the finals. Crispum placed on injury list. No, for being only injured 3 to 4 weeks, it's not worth putting him on the injured list, so that's fine. North American Soccer Express, runners-up, 2020 season. I mean, it was a good run. You can't be disappointed. It was a very, very good run. Danny Wilson doesn't seem himself. I think he's struggling being out of the team recently. Who is Danny Wilson again? Central defender. Isn't he our starting central defender? Like, this is the problem. Yeah, he's our starting central defender. This is the problem with these cup runs and these Champions League runs, is that even though these guys are playing, they're not playing in the league, so they don't feel like they're getting games. That's an issue. When you're playing in the Champions League, I think that should count. Let's see if Akugo can straighten it out. No, of course not. Discuss with Wilson. You seem down. What can I help you with? I'm struggling. New signing. Can I can do that. You can expect to start in the next few matches. Okay, so that's fine. Disaster averted. You're our starting central defender. So we're going to start you. How about that? Does that sound fair? I mean, maybe not the next game because you're probably tired. But anyway, there we go. Champions League loss. Take a look at the competitions. Runner-up. Board confidence, pretty good. 75%. Let's see, how's the board confidence looking overall? Very secure at 62%. Still down a long ways from where we were last season, but we got a long ways to go. We've moved up to 4th now in the Eastern Conference, so that's good. They just want us to reach the wild card, and we're definitely reaching that. Still 10th in the league for the Supporters' Shield. San Jose with 22 points. LA and Houston also top 3 right there. So we're not too far behind them. We're only 6 points back of those 3 teams. So, 2 teams, San Jose and LA. Anyway, what do we got coming up next? Take a look at the schedule. I kind of want to play some games. kind of want to sit back, relax a little bit, play some games. We do have some interesting games coming up. Orlando, New England, New York, Montreal, and then U.S. Cup. So since we got odd number of games coming up before the U.S. Cup, I'm going to play these 3 games and then come back for New York and Montreal and see how that works out. So until then, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.